All right. Good morning. Kids are at school. We have a few hours to come do some work. But we can talk a little bit about kind of where we are. We've owned the property a little over a month. We're still wrapping our arms around priorities, what to do. A big thing is we want to live on the property, and we're not living on the property yet. We're renting about 4 miles away from the property, something like that. So that's not far. It's not hard to get out here, but the fact that we're not living on the property means all those times of the day where, you know, an hour before we take the kids to school, or the time between when we're done working and dinner time, like, we can't just pop out and do a few hours of work on this property.
And we're having to pack up to go every time.
Yeah.
Instead
So
of just going out.
We load up the truck and it looks like that, and then we get some work done. But living out here is our first priority, and so we're going to be putting a yurt out here. And so we've been eyeballing where to put it. We haven't ironed out an exact footprint, but we're getting closer and closer. And one of the things we need to do is clear an approach to it, and start clearing out potential spaces around it. So today we're gonna, you know, clear stuff like this down tree that's in the way of what would be an approach towards the yurt location. We'll be clearing blackberries and just bit by bit getting cleanup done. You know, we've got to make priorities because there's a million different things we could be doing, from forestry management stuff to cleaning up trash and getting the existing house in better shape. But our priority is number one. I think it's our priority number one is getting the yurt location ready so we can build the yurt foundation platform, install the yurt, and then start living out here. Because all the fun things that we're looking forward to, like having animals and stuff, we're not going to do that stuff until we live out here. So living out here is number one.
Yep.
First step, Tina's going to clear out some blackberries here. Our really awesome friends loaned us a weed whacker with this cool, wicked steel blade on it that's really good at knocking down these blackberries. Okay. Well, like the rookies we are, we ran out of gas. I've got a can of gas back at the house, but I'm waiting to get a funnel and actually mix the fuel. We need 50-to-1 mixed fuel, so kind of wish I'd already done that. I thought our tools would last a little longer right now, but next time we're here we'll have all the gas we need to run longer than that with tools, but now we can do plenty by hand. Okay, pretty much done for the day. We'll wrap up talking about what we did, and then we're gonna see, we're gonna make a little metal scrap pile. The place that we take the scrap metal isn't open today, but we'll just make a pile ready for later in the week. But we put some stakes in the ground for our yurt placement, so we've kind of made a rough decision on that. So we're standing on that roadway that we cleared out. Now I'm going to turn the camera around and walk. You know, the roadway would be coming this way. If you can see this first stake is roughly where we envision the road kind of taking a sharp turn, turning into kind of a U-shaped driveway. Now I'm thinking that tree definitely need to go to make room for this, and then the road would wrap around, head that direction of that stake, and then back out to the main access road. So that's kind of a U-shaped drive in front of the yurt, and then up here on this open spot is where we want to put the yurt itself. So let's see, can we see it? This would roughly be the southwest corner of the yurt. And then over here, that would be the northeast corner of the yurt. Those are 30 feet apart because it's a 30-foot yurt. There's Tina with her bike still. So the yurt would wrap around this way. We're thinking a deck and the entryway there, and the deck would wrap around some amount. You know, a big thing we're talking about is which trees stay and which trees go. A tree like that, if it stays, we need to limit up a lot to open up. If you've got a deck right here, you don't want a bushy tree with branches almost touching the ground in front of you. So at a minimum, we need to limb that up. Same for a lot of the trees, because the creek is right down there. I'm still not clear on if we have direct line of sight of actual moving water from up here. There's so much brush down there. Definitely not right now. But you can hear it. I doubt the camera picks up that, but it's really nice, and it's a short walk down there, so I think this would be a really cozy spot for the yurt, but also close enough to existing infrastructure like power and water and our access road that would be a good spot. But yeah, a big question is trees coming out. You know, I'm turning the camera and looking kind of northwest. You can kind of pick out the truck over there, which is sitting on the main access road. Tentative idea is a lot of these trees need to come out, kind of pick the nicest few and keep them, and then clear out others. Turn this into a nice yard-like area around us. So, a lot more planning to do, but then, you know, a few months from now we'll be breaking ground on, you know, access road, yurt platform, yurt, finished yurt, living in the yurt. That would be huge. That's going to be such a big, you know, first step after just buying the property. Living out here is, you know, that's why we bought this place. We want to live out here and kind of fully jump into this. Right, Tina?
Right.
All the way. We're not giving up? Okay. We can do this. One step at a time.
First step, get rid of trash.
Garbage. Alright, it's a couple days later.
Hello.
Tina and I are back. We have gas in the chainsaw and weed whacker and gas in a tank, so we can do
Lots
with that. Alright, is that where we wanted it? It's just a smallish, medium-sized tree that's definitely in the way of the approach to the yurt site, so we knew it needed to come out. We'll need equipment or help to get that stump out, but that was something we can do together right now. Okay, we're almost done for the day. We'll do a little bit more. A little more chainsaw work. Tina's thinking about a little more garbage work. But gotta finish this log, but I don't want to get the chainsaw stuck. I think we're supposed to put slices into it and then roll it and finish it. Then I'm thinking of taking a couple limbs off of that tree and then later deciding if the whole tree should come out or not. But it was a good day's work. What do you think, sweetie pie? Alright, we're done. Tree is kaput, except for the stump that Tina's standing by. There's the pile. And we get our weightlifting workout ready.
Yes.
Straight back.
How many pounds is that?
I don't know.
30? 40?
60, 70?
Goodbye.